Wepa Subtrain, how you doing? So there's a verse in the Bible in John nasema in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. So let me switch it up a bit and say, in the beginning was love, and the love was God, and the love was with God. Josh, Kyle Unscripted, let's talk about first love. Confidence iko 90. So I'll go ahead and make an accusation. You're all doubting Thomases, me included. Nipige kan nimekosea. So make me understand this. Tunaka comfortable kwa gari ya driver we just met. Buckled seat belt, eyes closed, usingizi soft. It's a guaranteed arrival. Tunapanda ndege, pilot hatumuoni safari yote. Hatujui jina yake, hatujui historia yake, hatujui aliamka na mood gani. But it's a guaranteed landing, Tunakaa kwa kiti, tunakula peanuts, tunawatch a movie, just sitting back relaxing, tunaamini tutaland. Lakini Mungu, si the one who wrote the manual, zaidi ya vitabu 50 zikisema, this is who I am, this is how I love, this is how I save, this is how I keep my promises. But we still ask, can you be trusted? Bado tunauliza, Lord, show me another sign. Show me another sign. Wasn't Calvary enough? Wasn't the empty tomb enough evidence? Wait. So grace yenye ikutubeba daily mpaka leo ni coincidence? Tell me how do we trust a stranger with direction but doubt the author of destiny? How do we trust maps made by men but we question the ones who created the roads? How do we trust clocks yet we doubt the creator of time? Maybe, just maybe, the issue has never been evidence. The issue has always been surrender. Because evidence speaks to the mind, but love demands the honest. Love demands the heart. Na hapo ndo story inaanza. Not with our love for God, but his love for us. Before Adam breathed, he loved. Before the oceans were formed, he loved. Before the stars learned how to shine, he loved. Before the first cry, before the first mistake, before the first prayer, before the first heartbreak, before the love, he loved. See, because God doesn't fall in love, God is love. Na tofauti iko hapa. Si upenda badala ya kuona value. Yeah, I said it right. Si upenda baada ya kuona value. Yeah, alipenda kabla hata hajaona improvement. Si upenda msee akibadilika. Yeah, alipenda wasi waliopotea. Si upenda when it's deserved. Yeah, alipenda when it wasn't. Romans says while we were still sinners, not after. Not when we got better, not when we became church people, not when we learned the language, not when we stopped making mistakes. While we were running, while we were hiding, while we were broken, while we were choosing everything except him, he loved. That is first love. See, a love that existed before the response, a love that moved before the invitation, a love that chose before it was chosen, and a love. And maybe that's why heaven is never panics, because God started loving you before you even knew his name. He isn't shocked by the chapters you haven't figured out yet. See, this story isn't about me, it's not about us. This story isn't about all of us finding God. It's about realizing he was never lost. It was about discovering that every time we thought we were taking steps towards him, there were already footprints outside out. See, it's understanding that grace wasn't waiting at the first line. It was never waiting at the finish line. Grace was carrying us from the start. So here's my accusation, and it's confident. Maybe God hasn't proven himself enough. Maybe the cross spoke loud enough. Maybe mercy has shown up enough every morning. Maybe grace has knocked on enough doors. Maybe the question isn't, can God be trusted? Maybe the question is, when will we trust in God who loved us first? Because before there was worship, there was love. Before there was obedience, there was love. Before there was a covenant, there was love. And before there was a cross, there was love. And after the final amen, When every kingdom fades, when every voice goes to silence, when every page closes, one thing will still remain: the first love, the everlasting love, the love that knew your name before your mother spoke it, the love that carried you to your future before you dreamed it, the love that went to a cross before you knew you needed saving, the love that still says, I loved you first. And maybe that's where the story begins. Kyle, the poet, Life's Unscripted.